So you're a bit of an expert when it comes to Lobotomy Corp. Certainly much more so than the average person. What do you think we should do? Should I be playing on controller first and foremost? Or should I stick with mouse and keyboard?
Mouse and keyboard, absolutely do not
Thought so.
play in controller because you will want to react quickly to things. And
But I love controllers. Maybe I'll put a controller in one hand and the mouse in the other.
dual wielding.
Yep. And second, do you think we should start with the tutorial, or do you want to be the tutorial and we jump right into the first day?
I don't. It's been a while since I played the tutorial, to be fair, but I don't think there's anything in the tutorial that isn't covered in normal gameplay. The first week or so, or at least the first 4 days, walks you through everything relatively simply. So yeah, I would just jump straight in, to be honest.
We're jumping. And heed this warning. It'll very much come into play later.
Druida stream Limbus is not great, to be honest. Yeah, I never really thought it was that good myself. Yeah, you can just ignore that and go yes.
We're in to Lobotomy Corp. Yeah, there's the gacha game Limbus Company, which it's a fucking gacha game. It's bullshit. Like, I guess the designs and stuff are cool enough, and it adds to the lore, which people like, but it's mostly a scam to try and get you to give them money to finance the next game.
Yeah, it does have more. It is more generous than like 99% of all gachas out there, but at the end of the day, I still feel dirty supporting it.
Yep. It's a shitty way to make
this
money.
Face?
Yes. It's our good friend Angela. My good friend Angela, anyway.
Angela has never done anything wrong in her life.
Yeah.
So far.
At the very beginning of the earliest part of the story, she has not done anything wrong in her life.
She is innocent. Innocent.
Yeah. And I'm 100% certain we are only going to do morally correct things throughout the course of this game and Library of Ruina.
I mean, considering the city that we live in, it's not difficult to be more morally correct than 99% of everything ever.
Yep.
Anyway, that's that, and this is this. Oh, you nailed that right on the mark.
Yep. She's the best AI to ever exist. Too human to be an AI.
I mean, I have a softer spot for Shodan, but, you know.
I mean, if you ask George Miller, AI is already human, so.
Yeah, but he's an old man and he's probably gone senile.
More than likely.
That seeing that just brought me immense pain on a level that just oof.
That whole generation of directors just wants to piss on their legacy before they die.
Yeah, like the man that basically showed that big, explosive, exciting, good action movies can still be made.
Yep.
Did a 180 and just farted in the camera.
Yeah, and like another guy whose movies are most famously about how we are destroying the environment says we should destroy the environment more so that my job will be $5 cheaper.
Yeah, he has basically turned into the guy from Fury Road. His name I'm immediately blanking on. I try and make a good point, and then I just go and Immortan Joe. That's it. Yeah, I try and make a good point, and then my brain goes, you think?
Oh yeah, if I have the perfect specific for a reference in a moment, I will not be able to pull that specific for the life of me.
Yep. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people in mind. Really?
I have been, for perfectly logical in-universe reasons, made into a horny anime girl.
With a big chest. That's where she keeps all her processing power, I'm sure.
Yep. She's several dozen people. Putting a lot of people out of work.
Single-handedly responsible for making people redundant.
Yeah.
So most of these sections, you will be given a opportunity to make a choice. It doesn't really affect the storyline in any way.
Yeah.
And a lot of them basically give you the same answer, or in a roundabout way, or go, yeah, you're asking this, I'm going to tell you this instead.
Yep. If this had been made today, this would be an extremely clever fucking, breakdown of the issue with society, is that they have hired an AI to create energy sources which are critically low because AI takes up so much energy.
I mean, admittedly, they do live in a city where magic is kinda sorta real.
Yeah.
So, although take that into account, they essentially can tap into near limitless energy resources, and they still have to make monsters generate energy for them.
Yep.
Like, that is the explicit situation we're being presented with here.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the abnormalities were once human, and now we harvest them for energy.
Yep.
So we have created humans to power robots, which is the Matrix. It's the Matrix. We've seen it before.
This entire series is just a grab bag of that thing you liked from that thing.
Yeah.
But it never. It's done in such a way that it never feels like you're. Like it never feels like they've gone, we couldn't think of anything better, so we're just going to steal this. It's all done in a way that feels relatively natural.
That's what I really liked about Library of Ruina, is that every horror and sci-fi story I had ever heard of was happening simultaneously throughout the city, and you deal with it because they're like intersecting in all sorts of interesting ways.
And none of it really felt recycled or, everything just felt new in a way. Like, it's that thing of, if you can't do it new, do it better.
Yeah.
And, Library of Ruina is everything, but done so well.
Yep. So that's kind of the thing with this universe, is just everything's happening all the time. And it's all here. That's why there's so much goddamn lore. It's compelling in a weird way.
Yeah, and there is literally something for everyone. If you, depending on where you're looking at in the universe, you like kung fu martial arts stuff, well, here's a bunch of guys who punch things with their fists. You like cyberpunk? Here's a bunch of guys that have replaced their heads with cameras. You like the idea of one man against the machine? Well, here's Roland for you.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of, we were a very specific character in Library of Ruina. We were Roland. Here we're just Manager. Manager might become a character. Who knows?
Yes. We are only known as X. And here's a face you might recognize as well.
I do from the name. The face has been significantly chibified, so...
Yep, the art style is different, but we all like Malkuth.
Yep. I like the more realistic anime proportions that were in Library of Ruina, but this lulls you into a false sense of security. We've already said that we're committing atrocities, but we are doing it with cute anime girls, so...
Yeah, it's okay, because Malkuth is Malcute.
This back here is the Kabbalah thing?
The Sephiroth and Tree of Life, yep.
Yeah.
And that's not the last time you're going to see it, or the last time it's ever going to be relevant.
I mean, if you play any game inspired by occult themes, you're going to see this a lot. I remember it from Tamashi, and I think Teosita has it as well. Yeah.
I remember playing Final Fantasy VII back when I was a kid, and Sephiroth's in there, and then, some point later encountering the term Sephiroth in, occult magical terms and being like, wait, what the fuck? That's
every, teenage gamer learning about alternate religions through the power of anime.
Yeah, literally just be like, so when was this a thing and how long?
Yep. I've never even played Final Fantasy VII, and Sephiroth was still the first time I ever heard the term.
Yeah, I would wager for anyone who's not interested in esoteric Judaic lore or any kind of occult symbolism, that would be the first time they ever encountered the name.
Yep. This channel, very heavily interested in esoteric lore, hence you can get a tarot reading if you subscribe.
I mean, one of my favorite books and one of the first books that ever really opened my horizons was the Illuminatus trilogy.
Mm.
And that is just pick a page at random and you're gonna find some kind of symbolism, be it, Kabbalah or the number 23 or anything really.
Yeah, occult stuff and mythology and esotericism in general is just endlessly fascinating, and it's like an infinite well to draw upon, so.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I don't really...
That box that we picked before contains our new friend. We're going to see in a minute or two.
This is what knocking on a door looks like. Onomatopoeically. This person managed to find a job in a world where there's very few jobs because everyone is AI. And he's already quitting.
I'd say the AIs are, we will find out, strictly controlled. It's just that, for whatever reason, LobCorp has multiple.
Yeah, it's pretty much all the same ones we met in Library of Ruin, alright?
Yep. The main characters, the Sephiroth, are, we won't meet all of them in the first playthrough, because I think we need to go up to like 25 or 30 before we meet the last one. So we're not going to see many of them. I think we'll only see maybe 2 at most. But yeah, everyone in this game appears in Library of Ruin. Malkuth is so supportive. She's the best.
Huh.
So we get the missions.
Yeah.
These are mostly, but not really, optional. So right now we don't have access to control.
There was a dialogue choice to let her deal with it. Would that have just been me watching everything we're about to do unfold?
Not quite. If I remember correctly, if you say I'll take care of it, she steps in and goes, well, no, this isn't your job. I'm the one in control of this team, so I should be dealing with it, basically. It's
the choice I did pick. Thing. And she said, basically, she sort of said, like, just know this, if I fail, the entire Sephiroth fails, and that cannot happen, so... So we're being held to an impossible standard of quality.
Yeah, they are basically saying, no pressure, but this is all relying on you.
Yep. Words everywhere.
Yep, and some of them will make sense later on.
Yeah.
So here is where we create characters.
The Joker is here.
At the moment, you've got Ramirez. Yep. Don't think you can actually make any... Oh, no, you can. Okay. So, Fortitude, Prudence, Temperance, and Justice are your stats. Those will increase as your characters work with abnormalities. Lob is points that you earn from working with abnormalities. It's essentially your ongoing meta progression.
Interesting.
HP. SP is sanity points. Your characters will go insane.
That's important.
Abnormalities. But right now, we just need Ramirez. You don't really need to do anything with him.
Yeah. I got 2 points to spend. Might as well.
Yep.
If I brutify him, action increases the lob cost. Yeah, it doesn't tell us what these things do specifically.
Yep, those stats go from 1 to 5, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. And those stats, as they are in that box, show how good your character is at working certain types of training with the abnormality, essentially. You'll see once we get into the game properly.
Yep, here's the whole thing. Yeah, Library of Ruina had ridiculously complicated stuff all over the place, and when you actually explained it, it was much simpler than it was presented to be.
Yeah, it comes, to begin with, it feels kind of overwhelming.
Yep.
But once you actually get into it, when you get down to it, it's really a plate spinning simulator, you know?
There we go.
Yeah.
Guys.
Okay, so if you zoom in using the mouse wheel.
Yep.
Hit space. So that's the game paused. You will be doing this a lot.
Nice.
The room that you're in the middle, with the little green bar above it.
There we go.
That is essentially your break room. That will heal your employees' HP and SP, as it says there. You can't get upgrades, but don't need to worry about that right now. If you zoom in on the corridor, just above, see that little chap over on the right?
Oh, this guy?
Yeah. Those are your employees. Fans call them nuggets. You cannot control them, but in some cases, they can help or hinder you, depending on what's going on. So do not worry about them for the time being. Everything else, for the most part, is window dressing. So if you select Ramirez, and then go over to the room in the bottom left.
Here.
Yep. Then select work. You've got 4 types of work: instinct, insight, attachment, and repression. Instinct. All abnormalities react differently to different types of work. Instinct is basically, here's what I think it's going to like. Insight is observation. Attachment is interacting with it. And repression is beating the crap out of it.
These are clearly directly related to our stats that we just bought.
Exactly. So with Ramirez, if you pick one of those, we've got a very, very simple abnormality to begin with. And then just unpause.
Off you go, Ramirez.
Just trundle along.
Aw, look at him go. So chibi.
I want to zoom in on 0303.
Up here? Uh-oh.
Yep, out of there. And you can see how it's reacting. Reveres the solemnity of 0303.
Yes, we are sciencing the fuck out of this thing. Evil acts are fine as long as the intention is pure.
So we got 9 out of 10. If you look on the left-hand side there, the red boxes are bad. They're basically like you failed to perform the work properly.
Right.
White boxes are you succeeded.
Cool.
Obviously, you want more red. It's like more white than red. If you click on the abnormality again, and I think right-click on it, or possibly click on its name. The 0303 bit. Okay, so the boxes are what we need to get through the day. We need to get a certain number of them every day.
Okay.
Click on anything here, though, you can get information on it. So that one is 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. We know what it's called. Work damage is what your character is likely to be hit for. Outcome ranges are how many good and bad outcomes you get before you fail or succeed. Managerial guidelines are info, escape information. Some of these things can run away. And the abnormality work preferences are what we can, how it will react. You've got the basic info, so you'll need to work with it again.
So yeah, I gotta work them again.
Oh, yeah.
This time I guess I should attachmentize him. Why not?
Yep.
This appears to be our only abnormality right now, so I guess we're just gonna keep working his ass.
Yep. One sin is thankfully very easy.
Yeah.
This is your training wheels.
How boring. Ramirez. What a blasé sort of abnormality.
In the air.
I thought the skull was on the cross, but the cross is clearly through the skull.
Yep.
Failing a lot for
some of the
being pretty good at this.
So you can buy some more of its info.
Yeah. That's up here.
So one thing I should point out is as you buy the managerial guidelines, escape info, and the work preferences, your observation level over on the left will increase. Once you've bought enough to get it up to level 2 and 3, you'll unlock the ego suit, which is armor, and weapon. And from there, you can spend more PE boxes to buy armor and weaponry, which you will want to do at some point.
Yeah. So, interesting. We can... I thought so, do that.
For the most part, you'll want to buy out everything so you can see what the weapon and suit are like. Some of them are really good, some of them are borderline useless.
Yeah. So I guess I just gotta work him again?
Yep. Oh, also very lucky. If you look at Ramirez...
Headband. / crown of thorns.
Yep. One thing that abnormalities can do is... in the game, it's expressed as if they like you, but it's really just random chance. They can give you a gift.
Oh.
Which, in that case, I think it just adds like 1 or 2 points to one of your stats. I think it's probably 2 points to prudence by the looks of things.
Yeah, it looks like +2 to prudence. Although there is a +4 on
multiple.
justice.
Yeah, you can get multiple. So sometimes your characters can turn into weird-looking amalgamations of bits and pieces.
Yeah. Already got a failure.
All of those gifts, they don't add much, but they are nice to have.
Yeah. Was it just random happenstance that we did like 1 failure and 9 successes on the first try, and then we've been getting more and more failures each time?
Yes and no. Some abnormalities like certain types of work. Some you can only work with them in one way, otherwise they go and get angry or can break loose and kill everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases it's just simply like, it's a coin toss essentially.
Yeah. Also, Chiral had a question that I had as well, which is, it says here the insight work list is high at level 1 and 2 and common beyond that. Does that mean it's more likely to succeed with lower stats?
Okay, here's a fun thing. Sometimes you're going to want to work on an abnormality with someone who has low stats. So yes, with that, high means you've got high rate of success, common means average.
Okay.
So the higher your stats are working insight with 1 sin, the more likely you're just going to get an average result.
Yeah, I vaguely recall something like that being the case, where you could overpower in Library of Ruina as well and be punished for it.
Yep. This is a game, like see with Instinct, you've got the higher your red stat, the more chance you've got of fucking up.
Yep.
And you've already unlocked the info for the ego suit, which is just a basic. So, with the stats there, That's basically when you select a type of work, it can do the abnormality can cause damage. White is essentially sanity damage. So with that, you take less sanity, but you take more pale. So that's a good starter suit for the time being.
Yep, certainly seems like an upgrade to what we currently have, which is a headband.
Yep.
Well, all I understand how to do is keep throwing work at it.
Overloading with info, but there is a lot to get to grips with here.
No, this is relatively understandable so far.
Yeah, the start of the game is straightforward. The only case I remember of that in Ruina was a certain boss, but yeah, without spoiling, the one. I can think of at least 4 the ones, so you might want to be a wee bit more specific.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's the first meltdown. Essentially, abnormalities can get really pissed off depending on how you work with them. And if you don't deal with them in time, they can escape. Sometimes it's spending too much time with them. Others, it's not spending enough. Others, it's having, like, some of them, the first minion you send in to work with them, they will like them and them alone. So if anyone works with them, they don't like it.
Oh, it doesn't escape.
Thankfully.
So I guess we're good.
Yep, as you can see there, one sin does not run away. He will not break out. He is completely passive and a good friend.
His sin is not escaping and murdering, apparently.
Yep. One sin, his thing is basically he provides absolution for any sins that you might have accrued.
And yeah, that was a very successful run.
Yep.
Could. I think we could make both of these? Or just one?
You have 11 boxes, so you can make, you should be able to make this suit.
Or put 1 out of 5 into the suit.
So once we get to the end of the day, before you start day 2, you can equip that on Ramirez.
Okay. Sweet. That is a work day. S rank.
Yep, everyone survived, no one got turned into goo.
It seems impossible to not survive this one, though.
Yeah, this day is a gimme, essentially.
Yeah.
I've seen people play this for like 40, 50 minutes just to grind out 5 sets of armor and 5 weapons.
Makes a certain amount of sense. Yeah.
You can, but you don't need to.
Yeah. Okay.
So, this is picking your abnormality for day 2. All you get is a vague suggestion of what it might be. These are next to useless unless you know what's in the box. If you want, I can do a quick check and see which one's the most user-friendly or the most fun. Or you can just go blind and go with whatever sounds fun.
Yeah, I would say do that, and I'm going to pick this one regardless.
0112.
We should treat this as the Monty Hall problem, and you tell me, like, one of these is a goat, and then we pick the other one, but...
Okay, so if you're picking that one, I can tell you, if I remember correctly, F0552. Yep, that one is the opened can of Well Cheers, which is relatively straightforward. And T0627 is an interesting one.
Well, let's see what's behind door number 3. My blind choice.
Yeah, some are just outright bad. There are some that if you want to avoid, so if you can avoid, you want to.
Can you reset the day if you make a bad choice?
Yes and no. You can go back to a earlier point and undo everything. but it only saves every 5 days, so you can lose a lot of progress. If you reset the day, then anyone who dies will come back to life, but you will need to start from the very beginning. So it's essentially a panic button.
Yeah, this game is notoriously hard and unforgiving. Library of Ruina was also brutally difficult.
Yeah. Personally, I find Library of Ruina easier, but that's because it's more of a strategy game.
Yep.
Whereas this one requires you to know what you're doing at all times.
Yeah.
And it is easy to lose an entire day in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, this one has real-time elements, which immediately, on top of the strategic elements, makes things a lot more difficult. Whereas Library of Ruina was entirely turn-based.
All the time.
Yep.
Like, someone was doing a playthrough, and they were, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Highwang, who was streaming his playthrough. Someone I was watching, but they were asked, like, I think they were on, like, day 20, 22 or something. And they were asked, like, okay, you're pausing literally every other second and holding it for, like, 10 minutes while you work out your next move. How long would it have been if you had taken out all the pauses and just, like, from beginning to end?
Mm-hmm.
With the pauses, it was like an hour. Without, it was like 7.5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to play strategic games very, very slowly, but ultimately very efficiently, because I don't lose very often.
That's basically how you want to play this.
Yep.
The game will throw traps at you, though, unsurprisingly. So don't be surprised if you find all of a sudden you can't pause.
Fun.
That won't happen for a long time, though, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. We also considered doing another session of Brutal Orchestra, and we will at some point. But that's another game that I'm abnormally good at, and I have, like, dozens of achievements that all have, like, 5% clear rate. Because I nailed the strategy by thinking about it for a very long time.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I work best by winging it.
Sometimes, yeah, you gotta know when to wing it. That's part of the strategy.
Even in and especially when I absolutely should not be winging it.
Yep. Sometimes I'll just be like, this is an unwinnable situation, I should just quit the game now. But instead I'll just click this one random thing and hit enter, and then it wins. And I just say, okay, didn't see that.
Just go,
guess I win.
Okay, okay, I'm absolutely fucked, death or glory.
Yep.
Oh shit, glory.
Wasn't ready for that. That especially happened a lot in my playthrough of Inscription.
Yeah, just... Oh, I was not I planned for everything except success. Fuck.
Yep. Yay, join emergency protocol without killing anybody.
Malkuth believes in you.
Huh.
Oh, yes. So that's a thing that's going to crop up eventually.
Escaped SCPs or just naturally occurring SCPs that we didn't make?
Something else.
Oh no.
I forgot about the Dawns.
That's right. This is a world where everything is happening simultaneously, so...
Yeah.
If there's something you can imagine, it is occurring right now in this universe.
Yeah, that or someone is actively working to make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah, if you remember, Malkuth had a slight problem with substance abuse.
Yeah, same with, what was that character's name? Nutsack.
Yeah. Well, he had a minor case, but he also liked scratching himself to shreds.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw that part. I know I saw him being an extreme alcoholic in most of his story cutscenes.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of Yasod. Sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Netzak was the alcoholic. Yasod was the guy with the turtleneck.
Yeah, there's a lot of corporate speak, especially from Angela, to describe how a guy's resignation was his demise.
Yeah. There's only 3 ways out, and 2 of them result in your death. The third one results in you being turned into a monster, essentially.
Some would call it a fate worse than death. But you do help the greater society at large by providing energy.
So it's complicated.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can pick one of these, and when you succeed the mission that you've been given, you receive this as a bonus. These are permanent.
Ooh.
So TT2 is basically speeding up the game as a whole. Joint Command isn't going to be too useful for the time being, and neither will Assembly Summons. Those 2 become more useful later on in the game.
Yeah.
TT2 is going to be useful now.
Don't have it yet, unfortunately, but we should get it soon. We still don't seem to have... This is our new abnormality, yeah.
Yep. You can hire a new advisor.
Oh, what do I do to do that?
If you... Yep, there you go. So yeah, just click on hire. It costs 1 lobotomy point. And you can randomize how they look. You can customize them however you want. There is a mod which lets you do it for free, because otherwise it costs 1 point, which is bullshit. There's a ridiculous amount of customization. And you can change their name, which I really suggest you do, because there's no way in hell either of us is pronouncing that without offending someone.
Chongla.
How dare you? My mother was a saint.
Oh no, I don't know how to... There we go. There, much better.
Thanks, Bacon.
Buck's bacon.
Well, I mean, it takes all sorts.
Happy to have you on board, Happy. Yeah, don't think there's much else to do here. I guess we could...
Oh, yeah. Click on... yeah, you've also... You can equip Ramirez or Happy with a suit of armor, because we have that now.
Seems useful.
I forgot all about that. I think if you click on... Yep, that's it. So he's now equipped with the Penitent's armor.
Happy's face turned back to normal. Tragic.
Yeah. Also, there are a few bits, like there are a few expressions and faces and hairstyles which look more masculine or feminine, but basically everyone is non-gender specific.
Yep, seems like it. That chibi art style really smooths out all gendered secondary sex characteristics.
Yep. So if you decide that you've got a team full of badass women, or a team of the greatest non-binary employees ever to die in the service of a greater cause, have at it.
For some reason, I can't go to Justice 2. If I click it, it goes right to 3.
That's how many points you're spending on it.
Okay.
The lower a stat is, the more it costs.
Yeah.
Justice is one of your lowest stats right now.
Yeah, but Prudence is cheaper for some reason. Whatever, I'll buy Prudence.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm really not sure how it all works.
Yeah.
It does, and that's about all I know.
There's just so many esoteric mechanics in this game. It's designed to be baffling, I think. So now we got two little guys.
Yep. You can only have one employee work on any abnormality at the same time. So we can't gang up on them.
But we could send one here, one there.
Absolutely. You can work on as many abnormalities as you have employees.
Nice.
Best thing to do is to have your new employees train up on the easier ones, and have your more seasoned ones try working on the new ones.
This guy's got armor. Surely he'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that.
And yeah, it's just the grandma from Courage the Cowardly Dog. We're set.
Yeah.
She's Muriel. It's Muriel. She's got an extreme familiarity with SCPs in general.
And she looks like she's wearing Courage on her head as a hat.
Yeah. That can only mean good things.
Carol's saying justice costs more to raise than any other stat. It might be 3 times the cost per stat point. Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know why it would make sense, but yeah, that seems to be the case.
Justice is your attack and move speed, and that's really important in this game.
Okay, yeah. That does make sense now.
So we know what 1 sin does, but what does Nana do?
Yeah, we'll leave that one on autopilot.
Oh, she didn't like that.
Yeah, she's a tough cookie so far.
Also, you'll notice she has more boxes than 1 sin, so we can get more energy out of her.
Nice. If we approach this correctly, which
if we
so
survive
far.
the experience. And she does not like fortitude training at all.
Yeah, going on instinct was a rough choice. We might just barely get enough boxes here to afford trying a better option. Nope.
Oh, she did not like that.
Guess we're just gonna have to take another shot in the dark if we want to work her again.
Well, we know
managerial
what
guideline.
not to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I should also say as well, once you unlock everything, you can click on Abnormalities Story Records in the top left. That gives you the lore on the creature that you're dealing with.
That's for, like, this guy?
Yep.
There we go. Oh yeah, a whole tale of good and evil.
Yep. They tend to be very lengthy. Some of them are quite funny. Some of them are still really badly translated.
Yep. I remember Library of Ruina also had huge files on basically every character and every monster and everything.
Yep. The world building in the Project Moon games is impeccable, but there's so much of it.
It is a part-time job, at the very least.
I hear that they are actually hiring lore masters for Project Moon games, with a starting salary of somewhere in the region of about $75,000.
Wow.
It's that important that people know all about Slime Princess and certain little girls who have never done anything wrong in their lives.
Yeah, their official wikis have to be like gigs of information.
Oh, insanely big. I think the TV tropes page for just Lobotomy Corp is like several 100,000 characters minimum.
So I guess I can make up to 5 of his armor.
Yep. Some abnormalities will only be able to make 1 or 2 of their armor tops. That's usually the better ones, though. Like the really powerful ones.
Yeah, I've seen screenshots on like Steam and stuff where basically all this void is filled with new abnormalities.
Yep. Clayfoot meltdown. Nothing to worry about so far.
We're getting way more out of it this time.
Yep, she likes that.
Appreciates prudence.
You will recognize some of the abnormalities once we get a few more. Quite a lot of them were in Library of Ruina.
Okay, so we need 30
In
total
other words,
energies.
you cut off the broadcast.
Yep.
You're doing a lot of talking, Angela, and I need you to be doing not a lot of talking.
Angela's verbose to a fault. Oh, we're done for the day.
Yep, once again, you can tap out now, or you can keep going to unlock more info.
Well, we didn't die. That's always good. I feel like we should save up for the escape information since we've had Prudence works pretty well. Just out of curiosity and to do more generalized research on the concepts this game is working with. Let's do one more round of interrogation.
And as I said, the more you work with abnormalities, your stats will get a small increase at the end of every day.
Nice. So we had the alarm sound, but we didn't get, like, actively damaged or threatened or anything so far.
Yep. If you see the top left below the box counter, that's the Clyfot counter.
Interesting.
Currently at level 2. You'll see what that does soon enough. It's fun.
It's got a biohazard symbol. That's always a good sign.
Sure does.
Oh, we had a little bit of a red flash. There it is, yeah. I guess that just means, yeah, we failed our interrogation.
Yeah, essentially when even if you have high stats, whenever, like, say that it's got, like, 20 boxes, if you have, like, say, an excellent chance of working with it, that's still only, like, an 80 or 90% chance to get a good result. So essentially what you're doing is you're rolling a dice 20 odd times, and no matter what, it still has a chance of failure.
Yeah.
One sends one of the few exceptions to that rule.
Black shapes formed inside the containment unit. Decided to dub these shapes Solitude based on the condition in which they form.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Well, it only happens when we're at 0 Clyfons, so right now we're good. We can end the day. S rank.
Ramirez, HP and SP went up, and Happy's SP went up.
Hooray.
Quite significantly as well.
Yeah. Good team. We're nailing this game. Nothing could ever go wrong.
Smooth sailing.
What do you think? We roll the die with one more day?
Yeah.
We've been going a decent while. This one is actively committing to our death.
Okay.
Okay, this is the only one that's not saying out loud, I'm going to kill you.
Okay. So T01 is one that we actually saw in Library of Ruina, Forsaken Murderer. He was the guy in the straitjacket whose head turned into a hammer.
Vaguely remember that.
F01 is Scorched Girl, who was the horrible version of the little matchstick girl.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if we saw her or not. And your lucky winner...
We'll meet them soon, regardless.
Oh,
The least threatening one, and it's going to kill us. Hooray!
Oh, just wait till you see it. It will murder you in very, very specific circumstances. I can't wait to see what happens.
3 days. Time for a mysterious entity. It's apparently a genie.
You work for a corporation, Angela. Can you just, like, sell some of your hair in the black market? I'm sure that'll bring in a couple of $100 billion.
True. She's a cog, despite her omnipotence. And we know from playing Library of Ruina that she might not always have the corporation's best interests in mind. She has
Absolutely does not.
her own priorities, that's for sure.
Yep. We know that something about the situation she's in here drove her insane or very sane, depending on how you look at it.
Yep. She is playing the part of the obedient AI thus far.
Yep. Because I don't think we ever actually found out what drove her to what she became in Ruina, did we?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
Like the other
Once she
AI that we met talked about it a lot, but mostly they were dealing with their own shit because they had all developed severe mental illnesses from their death.
Yeah. The Ruina talks about Lobotomy Corp enough to give you the idea that something happened. Like, it gives you enough generalities to know that, like, Angela did something to betray everyone, but doesn't actually say what it was. And yeah, it's depends entirely on how much of this we play, because an average playthrough is upwards of like 80 hours.
Yeah.
But let's just say she has her reasons, and they're not really terrible.
Yeah, I mean, she was constantly justifying herself in the conversations with Roland.
Yeah. Anytime it says expand the department, yeah, there's no reason not to, because you're getting another minion.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, it doesn't even let you advance with until you say yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you can hire another person.
Yeah, do all three investigations at once.
The only reason Grandma is marked as unknown is just because she didn't find out its name and basic information.
I do think we want another employee.
We do indeed.
Could be named Maxim.
Yes. Yeah, you can make an entire team of very concerned people. It's great.
Prudence has been doing good work. Anxiety Jones will embody Prudence.
Still need to do 4 work processes with a good result.
Okay. That's mostly relatively easy. We could just send everybody to the fucking skull and get it automatically.
Is this SCP non-GMO, free-range, and grass-fed? I would not be asking about what these things are fed with unless you never want to sleep again.
I titled the stream Ethically Sourced SCPs.
Yeah, to the best of your knowledge, they absolutely are.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about people who go against the company getting turned into SCPs.
Yeah, just don't look at the piles of nondescript meat in the corner of the room.
Who's our new friend? Oh, it's a little birdie.
We have a new hallway. Yep.
We got several new hallways.
The place will expand as you get more and more abnormalities and departments.
Oh. Our expert should go meet the new birdie. And... oh, my Prudence is level 3. We'll start with Prudence then. So far, it's worked great on everybody.
There is no way in which this can go anything less than swimmingly.
Yep. And Happy can keep doing the easy job. What goes on up here, besides Nuggets doing basically nothing?
Yeah, the Nuggets just do their thing. They are essentially just like file clerks and so on. They can get in the way of escaping abnormalities, which can save your hide. But then again, some abnormalities hate it when anyone dies on their when they're in the field. So double-edged sword.
And yeah, I did not meet the bird in Library of Ruina, so
yeah.
So far, so good.
There's 4 birds, and they all have endearing personalities.
I didn't meet any birds. You employees know of the hidden teeth. Bird teeth.
But he's just a little guy.
Did that draw blood? Also, when they go back to the break room, what does that indicate? Like, are they healing up here?
Yeah. Working with an abnormality can take health, but normally takes some degree of SP. So you want to give them, like at least until the little green crosses stop coming off them. That shows that they're healing.
Uh-oh. It's melting down now?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
But there was a siren.
Sure was.
A good siren.
The thing about LobCorp, it's a game of surprises.
We got so many boxes, so...
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Prudence was a good choice. Prudence has always been a good choice so far. Always be a prude.
I think you should have enough for one sin to buy some more armor, or one of its weapons.
Yeah, that's a good call. Oh, I got a lot.
Oh,
damn.
Plenty, yeah.
And I've researched everything else, so got a few weapons.
Yep.
But those won't be usable until the next day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got various different types. Yeah, some are swords, some are axes, some are guns. You want a good mix of everything. Like some abnormalities will be weak to one type of weapon, like entire class, but take no damage from others.
Interesting. Yeah, Ramirez keeps bleeding for some reason.
Yep. Little birdie's chomping on his head.
I only got halfway up the bar that time. But I beat the day. What could go wrong?
Damage types, yeah. I've mentioned it briefly, but it's not really a thing yet.
Let's see. Okay. Old lady.
What are the odds?
Yeah, little on the nose.
Oh, one other thing I should mention. Next to old lady's name, where it says Death, that is the class. I think Teth is the lowest and the second lowest. You can click on one sin, I can tell you exactly which one is the lowest.
That's not you.
Zane is the lowest, Teth is the next highest. I think it's 4 or 5 classes. So if it's Zane, then it's relatively easy, or at least not that dangerous.
Interesting.
And the same goes for the armor and weapons. If it's a Zane class weapon, then it does some damage, but there's others that are going to be like way more powerful.
You beat the day, but Gonna send in one more guy. Something's happening.
Fine, it's fine. Nothing to worry about.
At least the music is chill.
Yep, you will be hearing this music a lot. Anytime I play this, I usually play it with the soundtrack muted and other music or a movie in the background.
Yeah, I could see that being something I would do eventually if I'm going to play the full 80 hours.
Yeah, it is. This bass theme is inoffensive, but very repetitive.
Small bird.
Yeah, it's just a little guy.
Aww.
A little tiny tum-tum.
And yeah, small bird's Clive counter lowered with a normal probability. That's probably good. All in all, a nice, successful day.
Yep. One thing you will probably wind up doing, I should probably mention it now, is if multiple abnormalities are on the verge of escaping or have escaped, and your workday is complete, you can just quit out then and there and nothing bad will happen.
Oh, nice. So that's probably like a smart thing to do, is get them as close to escaping as possible. And then bail.
Yes and no. Multiple abnormalities will eventually start escaping multiple times a day. But as I said, like if you're just trying to grind out some extra boxes and get some more equipment, and you've got everything, you can just like GTFO and nothing bad will happen.
Well, so far so good.
See, it's fine. Everything is okay. Nothing terrible has happened.
Yep, we definitely got the basics, and we didn't die, despite the birdie being relatively threatening, apparently.
Now watch as a Keter class abnormality shows up. Oh, I see a good friend.
Aw.
Let's see. So T0997.
They're all
okay.
T09s.
So, yep. What I can tell you is 97 is a different class of abnormality. 90 is also a different class. Is this the one that I think it is? Yeah. So these ones are all slightly different. And this will come up every now and then, is you get 3 of what they call tool abnormalities. These are abnormalities that you can use, and they may have beneficial properties to them. Or you may be turned into a gigantic pile of goo. Which has its own benefits occasionally, but, you know. Angela is displeased.
Yeah, she's got the angry face.
She's got, like, her mouth is turned into an S.
So we'll go into the day, meet the no abnormality, and then call it a day for this particular game.
Yeah.
And we might well come back to it. This, obviously, is a near infinite well of content.
As I said, like I've watched a couple of people's streams of their playthroughs. We're talking like 3 or 4 hour long streams, and they go up to like 80 episodes. This game potentially can last you the rest of your life, depending on how bad you are at it.
I believe it.
And how unlucky you are as well, because a big chunk of this relies on just a sheer roll of the dice.
got a much more pleasant song than even the one during the gameplay.
Yeah, everyone can look forward to their death knowing that they have done their best.
He popped a bottle of champagne for us losing our first employee.
Hurrah for the dead. Yeah, I'll drink to that. Can robots get drunk?
They seem to be able to do virtually everything.
Yeah, Angela is practically human, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, if you remember in Library of Ruina, her goal was to become human.
Yeah, that's right.
Ara. No talk me, I'm dead. Morties. And what we are about to do has definitely not been sanctioned by the Vatican.
Far from it. If anything, explicitly forbidden.
Sorry, you're communing with what now? Sorry, you're using what as energy sources? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Oh, don't forget, you also have a bunch of arms and armor to equip.
Yeah, where did I click to make those happen again?
If I remember, Eagle List. So you've got two of the pointy sticks.
Obviously, Ramirez gets one. Eventually, I'll figure out what button to press to get it.
Don't think you... Yeah. If I remember, click on the empty space and then click on one of your employees. Or possibly the other way around.
Okay. Yep.
There we go.
You need one too.
And yeah, that's the strength of the abnormality. Zane, Teth, Hay, Vav, and Aleph.
What about these things?
Congratulations, new meat. You are armed to the teeth. Yeah, so the first batch, if we're wondering about this stuff at the top, the first four rows, first four departments we get are Azalith, which is refers to the first batch of stations on the Sephiroth.
So this just looks like a machine with machine arms.
Yep.
Let's send old Trustworthy in there. Once he gets in and sees what it's all about, we will call it the Lobotomy Corp.
Yep. There's one thing I'm hoping will happen that hasn't yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, I've gotten too lucky, unfortunately.
You really have.
The thing everyone likes about this game is when the dice roll with a big skull on it, and you have a very bad time.
The minute you roll Snake Eyes, everything goes to hell, and it becomes hilarious. It's on you to click end usage.
Yay, arrows up.
Oh, wow. Okay, now just click on, pause it and click on Ramirez for a second.
That's a lot of HP.
Sure is.
Wow. Okay.
Do you want me to explicitly tell you what that does?
I guess I should probably know.
Okay, so that one is You Must Be Happy. Essentially, it provides a if you land it on yes, the little screen at the top had yes and no.
Yep.
If you land it on yes, then it gives you a temporary boost, but a minor permanent boost. If you land it on no, the exact opposite. The longer it goes on, the higher the boost. It does cap out eventually.
I waited a very long time.
Yeah, that was about 10 seconds or so. Or 30 seconds even, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta put people in there for really, really long periods of time.
Yep. The great thing about tool abnormalities is they don't escape. They don't generate boxes or energy, so you do have to work other abnormalities. But unless they have there's a couple of them have very specific criteria, but they don't escape, so they are essentially a freebie. You don't have to work with them if you don't want to.
Interesting. So let's send someone sacrificial to the happiness machine. Oh, happy to go there. I mean, the machine makes you happy. You must be happy to go there, and she is.
Be happy.
Yeah. Predictive naming.
We will brook no argument on this subject.
Yeah. No one else is invited. Ex Mortis can bother the old lady. And Anxiety Jones, you're on Easy Street today. I think we're just going to want to leave this on autopilot for a while. Possibly 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, the tool abnormalities are not exactly a gimme, but they are very helpful. Have potential to be helpful. It's one less abnormality you don't need to worry about.
So in case we missed that, our first harassing of small bird, huge success. Let's learn.
We annoyed.
Gets you out of here. Okay, this is our first one with an actual escape criteria. I don't know what this means.
Basically, the abnormality defensive stats is when it escapes, how much damage it'll take from the various sources.
Whoa.
Clyphot counter, I always forget precisely how that works. I think it's if it varies from abnormality to abnormality, but if you do something it doesn't like, then it ticks down. Or if it does something it likes, if you do something it likes, it ticks down.
So Happy left the Happy Machine of their own accord and gained 1 million HP in the process.
Yep.
Lucky you, Happy. I know the old lady said she goes berserk when things hit 0. Right now, things are going well over there.
Yeah, you can stop the breakouts if you get someone to them in time.
This one was very successful.
When you hear the alarm, you've got like 60 seconds to get someone to deal with them.
Yeah. Let's... Observation level 3.
Yeah, so you need to unlock like the managerial guidelines or the work preferences. And although it says the old lady is a non-escaping entity, there are bad things that will happen if she does get upset.
Sounds like it.
But those guns are a good thing to have early on.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and build her back up and Have her manufacture guns for me.
Yeah, generally you'll want a good range of weapon types. You've got like some of the pistols that are generally long range, but you also get like rifles which are even longer range.
What happened here with that scary face and countdown?
Punishing bird is angry.
Yep, added Ex Mortis. So it's no longer the little bird. Its name actually changed.
Mm-hmm.
For its anger level. When Susan fell into a panic, Punishing Bird's Clifot counter lowered. And I think if it hits 0, that's when apocalypse occurs.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're done.
The problem with a lot of this is, like, everything is that, like, you can generalize everything until you encounter an abnormality where none of that applies.
Mhm.
You know? Like, this game is very yes except for no.
A net loss of 2 HP and 15 sanity. I guess I'll just keep farming this jerk, because it's easy.
Yeah, I think you still need to get some armor and weapons from Skullhead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wearing the armor and weapons that they build, but I can build more.
Yeah, it's good to have at least something on all of your team members.
Yeah. I'm overdue. More research and upgrades. If you get more than 200 points in your stats from the Happy Machine, you vanish the next day.
Oh, don't forget the bottom one.
And if you use her 5 minutes or 5 times, you explode.
That is not joking. Your little nugget will pop like a balloon made of meat.
You get too damn happy.
Basically.
Bird is still punishing. Anxiety Jones died. The bird punished him to death. Whoops.
You do have 2 options here. You can restart the day,
Uh-huh.
or you can accept the fact that your little guys will die,
Mm-hmm.
but you can always make more.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's just gonna be mourned, and we'll bury him in the backyard. He was a good little Jones while he lasted.
Burying all of his minions.
You've Jonesed your last.
You've girled your last boss.
Ex Mortis can hit him with a club if he gets uppity. There's that at least. And Happy.
It's just a little
That's a
bird.
way
How
up.
much trouble can it be?
Exactly. I don't care about your punishments. Look at how small you
Smacking it
are.
with a giant pipe.
Who do you think you are? More guns, eh?
If I remember correctly, this is one of the first bits of armor that can injure 2 pillars at once.
It's got multiple other issues, but
Pale damage you don't need to worry about for a good long while. Like, at least until the mid-game.
did not claim another victim there. Punishing bird. Nice try. I need more.
Yeah, unfortunately, the better armor, the more expensive it is.
Well, I can build a gun. Pansy had to deal with continuous white damage until the solitude eventually fell off. Until it was gone, they could not move or do any work. Sounds like a problem. Causes solitude. Black shapes inside the containment. Yeah, the old lady, if there's too much solitude, you take damage.
Yeah, minor spoiler for the old lady, but just because a abnormality says that it's not going to escape, doesn't mean that something might not happen, as you can see.
Yep. There we go. Use up this and then probably not bother with the skull for a while. Unless I need some emergency wins up in the corner.
Yeah.
Biohazard thing's
the
getting
skull
pretty high.
is good if you just need to top off.
Bird's doing something spiky in the corners.
Looks
So
like
it's not going well.
Biting you.
Yeah. We're gonna leave the bird alone after this. Got enough for an ego suit. We'll take that, I guess. And I need a little more. Who can survive a trip to the old lady? Ex Mortis is doing fine. And again, I have to win 10 there, so... Oh boy.
It's okay, you must... I don't think anything bad can happen, but you must be happy.
Something happened here.
Oh, yes. Yes, it did.
Ex Mortis has gone into a coma. In the middle of walking.
He's a weasel overcome with denge.
Okay. Coming back home. No research. Well, you tried to do your job. You didn't, but you tried. One shy. Story of my life. Okay, this should be victorious, I hope.
Oh yeah, you were so good to go.
Old lady's not happy about it, but our work here is done. C rank, because I killed somebody.
Oh, another one died at some point.
Yeah. How'd that happen? Happy had a heart attack. Too happy.
And he was up all night as well.
Our founder, A. Does A originally work for A Corp, or does A only hire other
Yeah.
A's?
There are a few characters that will get name dropped that are, for the time being, only known by their initial. I think they are actually A, B, and C. I know there's definitely an A and a C. And you are X.
Oh my. Yeah, I think, yeah, they've just called me manager so far, but... See?
Absolutely horrid.
Yep, no two ways around that. Today's been okay. I'll grant it that.
I'm sorry, I just meant to make small talk. I didn't mean to... I should go. Oh, now that is a complete lie. I have no idea what it's like to live a bad life.
Yeah, I mean, Angela's clearly pretty much lying to us constantly here.
Yeah, we know from Library of Ruina that she was tortured in some way.
Yeah, like we wouldn't know playing just this, but playing Library of Ruina, it's clear that she's very dishonest right now. Manager is not as good a confidant as Roland. Apparently, in Library of Ruina, A, B, and C all appear.
Yes.
Flawlessly.
For a given value.
Malkuth is unflappable. She'll lead us straight to hell with a big smile on her face.
Oh, yeah. Malkuth is irrepressible. You know you can get another one, right? I'm sure we have that in the budget.
Corporate bureaucracy, they won't requisition her another one. Hermes said no.
Someone just spent too much time stealing all the notepads from the cupboard.
Music change.
I do like this little bit of music. It's nicely ominous.
Yeah.
Ominous and kind of dreamlike as well.
Angela heard it and came running over.
It's her theme song.
Yep.
Everyone is crazy except for me.
Yep. I've been programmed to not be the crazy one. 8 work processes.
Yep, just to do 8 jobs, basically.
Which means no specific box requirement, just whatever you get after 8?
No, you need to do 8 in order to pass that test.
Okay.
But you still need to fulfill however many it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Either of those is okay. Probably assembly summons.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one
because
seems...
once you get that,
yeah,
there'll be a little button in the main room, the healing room, that you'll be able to press, and everyone will just book it straight there.
Nice. I need more friends.
If I remember correctly, you can also, like, each of the eagle weapons and armor that you can get also has a little bit of story detail to it.
Yeah. I
I
tried
remember
to...
where
There
it
we
is
go.
you see it, though. Ah, yeah.
Sleep without a dent, suit originally very small, barely wearable by a child. As more blood stains the armor, the chest plate rise subtly as if it were alive.
There we go.
This thing has killed some children.
Well, who hasn't?
In this game, hardly anybody. Strong sense of loneliness in this gun. Bullets create a void that cannot be filled on the victim's soul. Rather, a wound upon their flesh and bones. Like most guns.
It's an ennui weapon.
Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the bird.
And you
Other
notice
than
we
for a
didn't
while.
make an abnormality at the beginning of this day.
Yeah, it showed us having 4 slots for abnormalities, and here's 4 abnormalities.
Yep.
this should be the last mission we have to do before we unlock whatever the next tier of things is.
Yep. Once we get through today, you'll unlock a new restart point. So if things get really bad on day 7, you can start from the beginning of that day, or you can just rewind right the way back to day 5, and I believe you should be able to repick your abnormalities as well.
Nice.
Might be wrong about that, though. It's been a while since I played this.
Do some energy grinding over on the skull. You saw that I barely made it through the last one. Twitch's spam filtering would definitely be one of the abnormalities in this game.
Well, I mean, you have to be pretty abnormal to want to spend your day spamming people in chat.
Frankly, you have to be pretty abnormal to use Twitch at all.
This
And yet,
is true.
millions do.
And here we are.
Hello to my fellow abnormals.
None of us is seeing the light of heaven.
Sorry, Doobie.
I'm sorry, your stats are in the toilet.
What does it mean when this machine melts down like this?
Nothing by itself, but Clayfod meltdowns can trigger others.
I see.
So if you're really unlucky, you can wind up in a cascade effect.
Yeah, I can see how that would happen. Delaney did a good job. Try and reverse Dexter's fate. And hopefully it won't take 5 tries or else it'll explode. Which I kind of want to see.
Oh, don't worry. You will be playing this. Someone will die horribly, and you will be wondering why this isn't like an M-rated game. Some of the deaths in this are excessively violent, and the only thing that's keeping it from getting a higher age restriction is the fact that everything looks like this.
Yeah, right now, the cutesy chibi art style going a long way. And his fate has been reversed entirely. Let's send him on some missions. Punishing Bird has a good track record. You should meet him. There, Dexter. Old lady is thrilled today. Giving us so many guns. Not giving us her reading glasses. That seems rude.
Yeah, it's fairly random as to whether or not you get the gift or not. The more a nugget works with an abnormality, obviously the better chance they've got of getting it.
Look at Dexter go, that nerd. There are places to be.
Went surfing on the internet and got zapped into cyberspace.
SCPs in proper containment. They energize the world. Once they get out, doom.
I mean, some of them. I mean, there is like the vending machine that can make any drink in the world that you want. I think about that one a lot. You literally can say anything. So if you're like, I want tea, I want coffee, I want my favorite drink, and it'll make your favorite drink. And there's a special provision in it because someone asked it for the best drink in the world. They tried it and they found that life was meaningless, so they killed themselves. Left a note saying it's just not worth it anymore.
Yeah, honestly fair.
For some reason, that one just really stuck with me, and I'm not sure why.
I mean, that I would fall victim to that trap very easily. That's my monkey's paws. Wish for the best drink ever, and it is too good and it kills you.
Yeah, just there's no point in living anymore. It actually says in the report, yes, people could make like napalm and molecular acid with it, but as long as we keep an eye on making sure that no one's doing anything like that, we can just leave it in the break room, everything will be fine. Funny as well, because I just finished Control again the other day, and yeah, it was heavily influenced by the SCP stuff. As was this. The creators actually were like, I want an SCP game, but I don't want to be like tracking them down or hunting them or being chased by them. I want to be middle management.
Yeah.
And
which is honestly creepier, like
came around.
Harvesting your SCPs and putting them to use, not just secure, containing, and protecting them.
Yep. And also the fact that you are, more often than not, sending your crew into a literal meat grinder.
Yeah. It's the mundanity of evil, the game.
And the scary part is, if you think about it, knowing what we do about Library of Ruina, this is still better than living in the back streets.
Yeah, the city is deeply disturbing. You're gonna get eaten by an Anubis any second now.
One of my favorite settings in fiction.
I mean, in many ways, it's everyone's favorite setting in fiction because everything is happening at the same time.
Every setting, yeah.
Yep. This was a pretty successful day.
Yeah.
I'm almost maxed out on stuff this guy can build, so whatever. Skull can't do anything for me anymore.
Oh, someone died.
Weird. Why does that keep happening?
I don't know. I've not been paying attention, to be honest. It does show up in the little text box in the bottom left-hand corner if someone has done something horrible.
Yeah. It was Dexter?
It was one of the newbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Dexter's stats were elevated high enough by the happiness machine that it put an end to him. Yay.
Okay. Let me have a look here.
So we've heard about the seagulls before. Still shy on a good day. Aw, peaceful with the fairies. That one seems friendly. I'm kind of interested in this O. We don't have any O's, I don't think.
Yeah.
The machine...
There is a... the code name, or the code number at the top, does have some meaning. Primarily the letter at the beginning.
Yeah, especially that, because I know the robot that makes you happy is an F class. I'm gonna pick the O.
Okay, I'm fairly certain that's today's Shy Look.
From Library of Ruina.
Yep.
Yay. Welcome back.
A good friend who was very easy to work with.
Yeah. Never caused a problem in my life. Surely never will here.
You just need to remember to do the opposite of what you did in Library of Ruina. Of course, that's assuming you remember what you needed to do in Library of Ruina.
Get the angriest face.
Yep.
Nice.
Now we need to get the happiest face.
Yeah, getting an angry face here seems like it'd be negative.
Yeah. Today's Shy Look, once you realized that you were aiming for the angry face rather than the happy face, was really easy.
Yeah, I think when I played it, I experimented a bit with which one would be ideal to use.
Yep. I think you finished it first attempt.
I think I got all the abnormalities first attempt until we were right towards the end of where we played up to.
Yeah, the difficulty really ramps up fast in that game.
I mean, the last fight we did was legitimately impossible. I was going to have to go back and grind for more power.
Yeah.
Because it was really, really, really hard.
Yeah, I think I got maybe 2/3 of the way through the game and I still racked up like 70 hours.
And reviewers insist that the last chapter is where it actually gets difficult. Everything up to that is a tutorial.
Think of it as grading on a curve. You know, once you get to like 1/3 of the way through the game, the earlier stuff that you were having trouble with is laughably easy.
True.
It's a game that is very heavily gated by your abilities.
Yesod's here.
Yep. We all remember Yesod.
Old Dozy, I called him.
I think I referred to him as an uptight little priss.
Yeah. Also appropriate. He's on the IT squad.
So this is an entirely new section with new abnormalities and, more importantly, new nuggets that you can hire.
Ooh.
These ones, by and large, will be more difficult to deal with. So what you're best off doing is a mixture of already trained nuggets and new ones. Generally speaking, you want to put your newer characters with easier abnormalities so that they can train up.
That makes a lot of sense.
But you've got 6 points, so you can literally just fill out your roster with room to spare.
With level ups.
And also because it hasn't really come up yet, the little bar at the top left that you were talking about the last time, being like, I don't know what these little red squares are. It's going to start coming into practice soon. So every time something goes into a meltdown, that's what causes it to gain 1 pip.
Gonna have to start paying attention to even more moving parts.
Oh yeah. When I say this more than anything is a plate spinning simulator, this is the kind of stuff that I mean.
Yeah. I'm 1 armor short, so 1 person, I'll try and take it easy on them.
Carol, I should point out, I haven't finished it in 70. I think I got up to Urban Nightmare. I just happened to do it in like 64 and a half hours.
Yeah, I forget what the name of our classification was where we left off. They all have similar names towards that segment.
Yeah.
So yeah, only people who I assign to this part of the dungeon, we'll call it, can work within it. This looks like a job for Ramirez.
Yeah, I think we got up to Urban Legend or Urban Plague.
Urban Plague sounds familiar.
Urban Myth, Urban Legend, Urban Plague, Urban Nightmare, Star of the City, and Impuritas Civitatis.
Wow.
Yep. About halfway through, roughly. So they do start getting longer and longer as you go.
Yeah, very roughly, because the later ones there were pretty gigantic. Oh, no.
Oh. It's not too late in the day to restart. Like, that is absolutely a thing you can do.
He doesn't look dead, but I guess he's dead.
Oh, he is so dead. If you look in the bottom left corner, Ramirez is dead.
There we go. Bloom. Yeah, when your first thing you do kills your most powerful guy.
Yeah.
Maybe try it again.
Yeah. what you can do is, if you actually click on one of your guys, then you can, I think, right-click and move them somewhere. So if you move him to just in front of the door.
Ah, that's something.
And then once it moves to one of the two happy faces, then pause the game, click on it, and have them work.
Ramirez is not moving there.
I think you can only move them to like rooms as opposed to, positioning them.
Yeah.
Or
it says move here.
Corridors, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, the movement is not occurring. I can at least cancel the order if he gets too close and it's too hot in there.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, it's bad.
Oh, Ramirez is going to have a bad time.
Yeah. He's well armed enough that it's okay, it's a disaster. We'll check up on him very soon.
Ramirez, put down the gun.
Point toward enemy. C4 rules. He's...
One of my friends had a C4 plush, or a Claymore plush, I should say. Had a big smile on the front. It said front towards friend. I was very jealous of that, I should say.
Well, I got something out of you. Let's make the most of it. Common. He's doing good. He's doing great. He's doing too good.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
I hope. The bird killed somebody.
Ex Machina's died.
Oh, Ex Machina was powerful. Or Ex Mortis, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I don't know what's your problem, bird? What did I ever do to you?
It could be you were working repression with it. That's got very low chance to...
I went with whatever was the highest chance, but dropped dead anyway. We got plenty of warm bodies over in that half, so...
See, that's how now you're thinking the right way.
Yep.
There isn't a problem in this game you can't solve by not throwing bodies at it.
Yeah. I guess I'll save up for basic information. Insight went super well. Also looks like they cycle the faces in order. It's right about here.
It should be random. Like, he will literally skip from, like, one to another.
Yeah. Well, by random coincidence, it's been the exact order from worst to best. One at a time. And in the old world, things are going fantastic. Except for the corpse bouldering away next to the bird.
Well, that's what the clerks are for, to clean all that stuff up.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like screaming.
Yeah, I think they're all common, maybe.
Yeah, today's shy look is more about when your timing as opposed to the actual work itself.
Yeah, they really want you to work with that gimmick. Yeah, it definitely has a random order just by coincidence when worst to best.
Yeah, weird.
Step by step. Don't do it. It's getting close. It's going well. Ah. I knew he'd switch right at the last second.
Shaking with fear.
What is going on here?
Oh. Punishing Birds escaped.
Well, that's less than ideal.
Okay, you might want to pause the game and find out where Punishing Bird is, because it'll be somewhere on the first layer.
There you are.
There he is. So, yeah, zoom in.
Oh no, they ate me.
There we go.
Oh boy. Where'd you get that big jaw, bird?
Yeah,
Okay.
what Punishing Bird does is if it escapes, it will fly around and it will peck at your workers for like 1 or 2 damage. Unless you try and attack it, in which case it will eat them in one fell swoop.
Oh god. Well, learned that the hard way.
It's a rite of passage for everyone playing Lob Corp.
Yep.
You have to fuck up once with Punishing Bird.
2 victims. Punishing Bird is well fed today, that's for sure.
Yep. Other than that, Punishing Bird is one of the easiest abnormalities to work with. It's just don't try and attack it, because it will launch you in one go.
Yeah.
Oh, the first dawn.
Okay, we got a loose slug.
Yep.
I do have to go back through this hallway. I guess I could hit the recall button when we're done with work here.
Yep. So the dawns, they will spawn in random hallways or rooms, and you will need to attack them in order to put them down, essentially. Or you can just, if you are at the end of the workday, you can just cancel it.
How's Ramirez looking health-wise? Seems surprisingly fine. Can I send these 3 to go kill it?
Yep. Sounds like there's a fight going on elsewhere. Unless it was that clerk that he was killing.
There's a second one. Looks like it's dead. It stopped glowing. Don't know why it would have
must have
died.
run into a couple of your...
Oh, yeah, these 3 are still alive.
No?
I'm as baffled as anyone else. Yeah, they both dropped dead. Anyway, music change. That's good.
Yep. This is the Ordeal theme, and it's one of my favorites.
It's pretty cool.
Have you played this game before? I've played a lot of it. We first started playing it last week.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all blind to me. I am wandering and confused.
Okay, apparently Quinn died.
Quinn? I think
Quinn
is the one who got
must be
splattered.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I can't rename the guys anymore because it costs too much. Tragically. I don't think we're in a meltdown status anymore.
No, you are actually free to complete the day if you want.
Yeah. And I can't do this mission yet, so... We'll call it there. B rank. 2 deaths. And, ooh, the drop.
Yeah.
Glad we stuck around for the drop.
It takes so long for it to get started.
Yeah. I'm surprised they showed that much restraint, but yeah. I can see why you like it. Hey, new friends.
Okay, let me take a look at what we've got here.
We got good luck from the O, the last segment. Even though the O did kill me twice in a row.
Okay. And...
I actually think I'm going to pick this one.
5, 3, 2.
Yeah, I'm picking this one.
Okay, we're getting to some of the more interesting ones. I'll say 0552 would be the easiest one to deal with. The other two have their quirks. But I think you probably picked one of the better ones there.
Nice. And what do you think? This might be our last day for now?
I'd think so, yeah.
Yeah. A, what we know about A is he's a visionary.
Yeah, I should point out, the first time I saw that, I was like, is this a multiple choice question? What do you think about him? A, he is a visionary. B,
I could get very who's on first very quickly.
very much so, yeah.
Especially because B and C are also characters.
Yeah, and X.
You saw it, eh? Well, everyone on your floor survived, so leave me alone. Doesn't like my outfit. Not wearing a armband.
Yeah, big talk coming from a guy in a turtleneck.
A suit with a turtleneck. That does look like shit, quite honestly.
Oh, and gloves.
Yep.
Let's not forget he has gloves.
So as not to touch this filthy world. Massive biblioteca. Assad's all ready for Ruina.
He did seem to enjoy being in the library in and of itself. It was everything else he didn't like.
Little bit curious there, Assad. You could wear a mask if you're going that way. Just balaclava and you're done.
Full face helmet.
Yep. Goggles. The works. Hey.
Oh, hey, nutsack.
Not sure what you're doing here. You weren't invited.
He's one of the team on this floor. Or one of the teams on this floor.
Interesting. I figured all the Separats would be their own floor.
Nope. There are 7, 8, I think. And from this point on, it's 3 to a floor.
What was his nickname? I missed it.
Viper. He's known as Yasod the Viper. Which Sephira are you going to romance this run? Well, in fairness, we didn't actually meet all the Sephira in Library of Ruina.
Yeah. So, orgy. So far, they haven't given us a real choice.
Yeah, you won't until we are finished with your sods.
Guess I gotta fill my team back up. I technically have enough to afford filling my team back up. Barely. Baldy. Come with me. What do we have for weapons? I did not research any new weapons. Smart.
Nope. Also, I was wrong. The boxes that you get from research, if you spend them, they do not count against your energy.
Yeah, then
So
I don't know
feel
why we
free
lost
to
energy.
buy with Merry Abandon.
Yeah. Rhino and Paul. Do have enough armor for the rest of them, so let's...
For a second there, I thought that said Ringo, and I was like, man, we're halfway to the Beatles.
Their armor goes with them when they die?
Yes, that is... There is a mod you can install, which does mean that if a character dies, then you get to keep their armor and weaponry regardless, which is well worth installing as well.
Yeah, sounds like I'm going to need those quality of life things.
Yep, I'll send you over a couple of mods once we're done here.
Okay.
I think you need to install the mod manager, but once you're done with that, it's just drag and drop.
Yeah. But this will sort of be our first segment. After this, we'll maybe come back to it occasionally. Because there's clearly
It's
so much more to see.
fun game just to play and bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. Although it takes a decent amount of focus to not humiliate and make the game unwinnable.
Very much so. It is very, very possible if you are not paying close enough attention to just completely fuck yourself over.
Yeah.
And also, it is well worth making actual proper notes.
But also,
Just so you can
failing
pause
and
the game
dying
be
is
like, what does this guy do?
failing and dying is half the fun.
Yep. This is a game of trial and error. Emphasis on the error. Actually, emphasis on the trial as well, now that I think about it.
Ramirez inexplicably suddenly died because I looked away. Oh, he got hit with an axe. And off you go.
Oh, okay. We're just getting started early today, aren't we?
I guess so. Can I help you, big robot? Are you coming to my break room to kill all my guys?
Yeah, if anything starts attacking while they're in the break room, the healing stops until it is gone.
Damn. Well, he's in my base killing my dudes. Get his ass, Rin.
You can do it.
So far, so good. You gotta aim
Hey,
for
man.
the glowing red weak spot.
Clearly, your good judgment is what has led to the total annihilation of the information department.
Yep. Party wipe. So... You know, I think that might be a good place to call it for Lobotomy Corp for now. It's still rampaging, killing all the nuggets.
Remember, it's not rage quitting if there's no one left alive to quit.
Yep. You told me this was the easiest one to work with.
Of the three, yeah.
Oh, God.
You don't even want to know what the other two were.
The work result was bad. The Clifot counter lowered. I'll say.
Could be worse. There are some that have a Clifot counter 1. You are just one mistake away from a really bad time.
God. And I hit him with a very high probability of success. And yet, here we are. Oh no! He stuffed one of the nuggets into his
I
chest.
forgot he did that.
Bender, why? Who told you to kill all humans?
Ramirez is the low-bearing agent. The moment he dies, it's just over.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like he's your facility's anchor being.
Well, the entire world now belongs to Big Robot. Congrats, Big Robot.